what we all must learn to do. You and you and you and you. Duck and cover.
Be sure and remember what Bert the Turtle just did, friends, because every one of us must remember to do the same thing. That's what this film is all about. Duck and cover. This is an official civil defense film produced in cooperation with the Federal Civil Defense Administration and in consultation with the Safety Commission of the National Education Association. Produced by Archer Productions, Incorporated. Hey, Bert, come on out and meet all these nice people, please. All right. We really can't blame you. You see, Bert is a very, very careful fellow. When there's danger, this is the way he keeps from being hurt. Sometimes it even saves his life. That's why these children are practicing to duck and cover just as you do in your school. We all know the atomic bomb is very dangerous. Since it may be used against us, we must get ready for it, just as we are ready for many other dangers that are around us all the time. Fire is a danger. It can burn whole buildings if someone is careless. But we are ready for fire. We have a fine fire department to put out the fire. And you have fire drills in your school so you know what to do. Automobiles can be dangerous too. They sometimes cause bad accidents, but we are ready. We have safety rules that car drivers and people who are walking must obey. Now, we must be ready for a new danger. The atomic bomb. Personally, you have known your existence into a lifetime of agony. And we'll see who's laughing at home. You miserable fool! It looks something like this.
What?
What is going on? We started off a little bit later this
back
week.
here now.
Yeah, no, we're at the top of the lineup here, bud. we started a little bit later. I had a gig yesterday, and it was weird. These things happen. So
Life.
You're weird.
yeah. So now we're doing it on a Monday here. So last week we were talking about help, support, all that stuff. So I figured I'd ask out and see people out there doing things, and it's awesome. So who is my guest today?
Taryn Strasser is the guest today. I run Mama's Mission.
Right on. What is Mama's Mission?
Mama's Mission is I help people with things they may need, and a lot of food right now. The community is really struggling. You know, we know everything is so expensive, and so I started Mama's Mission to help people in need. So if you need a bed, if you need a couch, furniture, I've been moving a lot of diapers right now. They send me a message on my page, Mama's Mission, and I try to find it with the community. I put a post out, hey, this is what I'm looking for, a local family. If you have this item and you're willing to donate it, you can drop it off at our restaurant, Mama's Eatery in Lexington. And so that's what I've been doing. But it started in November last year. I was working the cheese wagon and down in Port Huron. That whole week, I just saw so many posts in the Port Huron page, especially.
Oh, yeah.
You know, but I mean, it was just kind of like every town has...
People looking for specific things.
Yeah, like every town has their page, right?
And there's always that asshole.
God, the Port Huron page is
Oh,
terrible.
it's
Why are you
hilarious.
guys so mean to people? These people are looking
I'm
for...
not on
I'm
it.
from where you're at. So where is
Like-
Mama's Mission based out of?
We're based out of Lexington and Croswell right now. I'm kind of running stuff out of Mama's Eatery a little bit. I really paused the mission for the summer because I'm so busy.
So
I
busy
have
with
lots of food trucks running, and I carry lots of plates. So I kind of paused it, but I've been getting back into it just because there is such a need. People are reaching out, especially with food. Food is huge right now. I mean, people are really just
So, but you're
starving.
sitting here, you're talking about Port Huron. And, I mean, I don't know if you know this. Dude, Fargo and St. Clair County?
Yes, Fargo, yes.
So, Brendan grew up in Fargo.
Avoca, Fargo area.
I'm
yeah.
from the Well. And then Taryn's based out of Lexington. And so, like, we're sitting here, and it's easy for, like, me and Brendan to say we're going to go for a walk after here. We see it all the time. There's Port Hopes right down the road. There's the Odyssey House. I mean, thank God they're here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But literally, like, you can walk out that side door where you pulled in and see missions. So this stuff's happening in small towns?
yeah, it is. And I mean,
Oh.
I was servicing Port Huron. I mean, I mainly service where we're at up there, Croswell, Lexington.
But you're not going to turn
Somewhere
anyone down.
else.
You can't.
Yeah, I don't turn anyone down. I was coming all the way down to Port Huron servicing people. But it just grew. I started in November working the cheese wagon, and that's how I just seen so many people asking for help. And it wasn't even like, they weren't even asking for money. They were just like, does anybody have extra food, or is there any odd jobs that I could do to make money to pay for food? Like, they're trying.
But
I mean,
people
you
are
get-
people on social media.
Yeah, and they just, they're such trolls. They're such assholes. Like,
I was
these
looking at your
people are
page, and there's, like,
trying.
very specific things, like
Yes.
32 pants.
Yes.
That is kind of my size, and I will say that is not an easy size to find. I recently had to spend a sizable amount of money to get 2 new pairs of pants just because I wanted a nice pair of pants, and I just wanted them to fit. So
Yeah.
I just went and bought them brand new, because if you go to like Kohl's or like TJ Maxx or something,
You never
like
know what you're going to get.
I just can't find my size. It's
Yeah.
so
See, I could shop in the boys section. It's awesome.
So I just want to mention like specifics, like
Yeah, there's definitely. I'm looking for a vacuum right now. Lots of people. There's 3 people that need a vacuum right now.
Dude,
I
the,
mean-
Everybody
Main-
has an extra vacuum.
the radio
Yeah.
station is a Kirby that's been running since 1970.
Yeah, those are the
Thing is
best.
built like a tank.
I might be able to help you out with that.
Okay, well, let me know. A lady that I've been. So Bonnie, she's been great. She's
No,
been
literally, we're
actually-
hoarders. We can help
Okay,
you
great.
out.
There's so many people that are hoarders, so it makes it nice when I do put out a specific
Yeah.
post, because it normally is. I am looking for vacuums, several vacuums, size men, 10 and 9 shoes. I have a couple older gentlemen that we've been helping, and they have holes in their shoes. And
I
they
might be
have-
able to help you out with that.
Okay, because if not, I was gonna stop at the store on the way home and get them a pair of shoes because.
Oh, I mean, I can't help with you right now.
No,
but
not right now. But I'm saying, like,
I have
I'm
shoes.
just gonna, Yeah, let me know what size you
I'm
want.
I'm going through a cleanse.
Okay, we'll like declutter and I'll take some of your stuff.
Nice.
And,
All right.
there we go.
So
We'll work out a deal.
so Bonnie helps you out with this.
Yeah, so
I mean-
she's getting the people. She's finding where the need is right now, and
Huh.
I'm able to post it on my page. She runs a page too in Deckerville, the community page there, and so people will request items, or I'm getting people that are messaging me, and so I kind of put it all on my page too. Hey, this is what we're looking for, and then I'm like, hey, I have a bed, I have a couch, I got diapers that we needed, so she'll come pick it up, and then she's been delivering it to the families, and she's been a godsend. She's amazing, so she's the one keeping this going too. And
Big part of
especially with
logistics, boots
food.
on the ground,
Yeah,
like
she's
interacting with
kind
the
of-
community directly.
So is it just you two
Yes.
running this?
Yeah, so it's just us two running it, and her kids have been helping out. They're amazing. So her son will come pick up stuff. And I think she's got 6 kids. They're all ages.
Holy shit.
I know. She's a warrior. She's awesome. But she,
I'm tapped
so we've
out
been
at 2.
helping. I know. I only have one, and that's all I meant to be just.
Carson can eat a whole cow though. Like the kid, like he's a freak of nature. I don't know. He's
See,
like
that's
Brendan.
what I'm saying. These kids
They're
can eat
growing.
a lot, right? They can eat a lot, and groceries are so expensive. And so I've been helping out these 2 guys in Deckerville, older men, about their 70s, right? And a lot of them, especially by us, that Deckerville, Crawlswell area, like.
Kind of off the beaten path. There's
It
not a
is.
lot of
there's less
opportunities.
choices to
There
go
is, but
shopping.
there's
there's less,
just
but,
it's not even that. There's just so much poverty. Like
Right.
these guys are just.
They're trying to
so
make ends meet
broke.
as is. Yeah.
And they're on Social Security, right? And they only have enough Social Security to like pay their rent and maybe have like $60 for the rest of the month. Well, what about electric and food and stuff? So these guys have been hungry there, so we've been helping them with food and stuff, and they are just over the moon. Like the guy made a lasagna last night and was like, that was the best lasagna, I got it at Kroger, right? But he could at least pop it in the oven, and it was still a good meal. And so he thought that
I
was
love
just
ovens.
amazing. So she
Yeah.
told me that right
Leftovers.
when I was in the driveway, and I was like, I'm so glad that lasagna made him so happy. And she said, and you're cooking, so whenever you want to cook again, I gave her a bunch of wraps last week that I had made up, and mac and cheese and all kinds of stuff, and they just loved it.
Yeah, food
But
is
they're
huge.
they're eating
Health
good
and
now.
happiness.
I mean,
and
'cause-
food is a big part of it.
Because behind the eatery there is a pantry as well, correct?
Yeah, I just got a
And
food
like, could you imagine putting a pantry right here in town?
Yeah,
like
it'd
right
be
here.
full.
Well, not full. It'd be
Be
weird.
Yeah,
It'd be
cool.
awkward. Like you said, you see.
Well, I see the
you've seen
Royalty,
Facebook
the
page.
bakery,
Yeah.
right there. She has a where you can bring stuff in, and the community's been taking and leaving, and so
Nice.
I see that she's got that going on. So that's awesome. But I mean, people definitely want to help. I think sometimes they just
And people
need-
want to ask, but then people
They
are
do.
people.
Yeah, I mean, some people are just too proud to ask, and I understand that.
Oh,
but,
I
you
get-
know, like, we are here to try to help you and, like, give
Yeah.
you a little lift up because, hey, it's a struggle out there, and we know that, like, nothing is easy, and there's so many struggles,
Yes.
as a parent you go through, or not a parent, or, I mean, life just, let's be honest, really kicks your ass sometimes. Like, it's like a roller coaster, I say. It's like high, low, and you're like, holy
And it's not even like a
shit.
normal roller coaster. You remember the
Yeah,
Gemini
it's like
at
where you wanna
Cedar
just
Point
puke
where
sometimes.
oh
You're
my
like,
gosh,
what the hell?
it was between you and God because the thing was wooden.
My thing was I learned over 2020 is like it comes in threes.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for
I mean, I'm numerical. So there's Mama's Mission out of Lexington. You're doing what you do, and you're talking about all these struggles and people being too proud to ask, and people being people. As far as generally with because people are assholes.
Yeah,
Some
I mean,
people are generally good-hearted.
There is, but you also do, like, there's definitely, like we talked, there's highs and lows, even with the mission. There's a lot of people, like, I talked to Bonnie on the way in, so I got in the driveway, and I was like, all right, I'll call you after and let you know.
Yeah.
But, she was telling me this lady requested a bed, right? And so I got the bed. I went and picked the bed up, got the bed, and let me tell you, my time is, like, none right now.
It's like threading a needle.
It literally, I have
Life.
0 time. I'm running like 6 businesses. I have a 6-year-old. Like,
Yeah.
there's so many things happening in my life. So I picked this bed up because they need it, right? We get it to Bonnie. Her son took my truck, let him take my truck and all the way up there to get him this bed. She says, hey, I have the bed. Can you come pick it up? Crickets. Lady still hasn't, messaged her back. Well, like, that's the shit that sucks, because that's what I started dealing with a lot, where somebody requests an item and then I'm like, hey, are you able to pick it up? Because I don't really deliver anymore, because that just gets too much, right? Like,
every request comes in, you do 110% to try to meet it, and
right, but I need you to meet me halfway too, right?
Yeah.
Like,
So, but-
I get certain circumstances, but
Well,
sometimes
and on
I'm
top of
like,
that, though, so like that's like with us, like doing what we do. I mean, we're musical prostitutes. It's a totally different gig.
Yeah.
So you don't get paid anything for this.
no, it's all free, and I drive around all over Hell's Half Acres.
So
And I
even a
drive
gas
truck,
at 4
so,
miles again. Yeah.
Yeah, like I drive a truck. So,
logistics are key.
There's other factors.
I mean, yeah, I just do this out of the goodness of my heart, like, because I like helping people. That's my passion.
I get it.
There's such a need, and
So what
we're
are
making a difference
what are your
for sure.
biggest obstacles?
right there. People, people saying, "Hey, I need
needing something and then not following up.
and not following up, and I always will say now, hey, if I find that item, are you able to pick it up? Yeah, no problem. Okay, well,
But
where
you
are
even
you
get
now?
ghosted a lot too, though.
I totally get ghosted. I actually,
Could you imagine someone asking us, "Hey, do you want to come record?" and getting ghosted? I mean, it
It's
happens
so
to us all the time,
bizarre.
but it's kind of awesome though.
We get a bunch of inquiries and questions and that don't result in anything, but actually
It's disheartening,
we-
especially
you know,
when
Well,
you're
it
doing
is.
it.
we don't like start something, like she's saying, like gets a bed, gets it loaded up, and then like, where am I taking this?
But
right,
time,
and then they don't follow through, and I'm like, okay, well,
time
why are
is
you
everything.
asking for help then? Because you're not going to meet me halfway. Like,
Yes.
that's the question I ask. Are you able to pick it up? Your answer is yes. Well, then I need you to now follow through, because I don't have a storage facility. Like, I have my car garage, which
Yeah.
is full of mission stuff. I got rid of most of it.
'Cause
But
you don't
like, I
even
don't
li-
have a center. I mean, I need a center, but
and I'm not like disclosing any like locations or anything. So you're sitting there and you're based in Lexington, or your businesses are in Lexington,
Croswell, yeah.
but you actually live, so like, and like did you see that thing I posted the other day about John Daly smoking a cigarette, talking to Tiger Woods, and it
Oh
was
my
like
gosh, that
Croswell
was
and
good. That
Lexington?
was funny.
Dude,
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
That's literally how it is. So you're
It
sitting there
is.
and you're talking about like these guys out there, not necessarily off the grid, but they're stuck in a different period of time. You know what I mean?
Well, and some of these people just have nobody. Like these two older guys that I've been
Yeah.
helping, they're totally I help them every week
70-year-olds.
now, right? They have
Isolated.
nobody. They have no family, nobody that cares about them. And there's so many people that are like that have just nobody, And so they were like, I can't believe there's people like you that you do this out of the goodness of your heart. And Bonnie's like, yeah, absolutely. Like, what do you need? Like, we can help you. And the one guy is just too proud, right? He's just so proud and doesn't want to ask for help. But Bonnie's like, I'm gonna keep coming by and seeing what you need, And so he's finally kind of like, hey, today he stepped up and was like, hey, if you come across a pair of 9 men's shoes, like I do need those, And so it's like, I understand you're ashamed and you have all those emotions, but there are people that are genuinely care and
Do you know
try
this
to
man's
help.
address?
No, he's in Deckerville.
Dude, I need to get old boy a pair of shoes, dude. Like now, my storage unit's got so many of them.
Well, we can meet up. We'll get him some shoes. So he's on my radar. So I said, what do they need for the week? What do they need to get by? Because the one guy also has his grandkids a lot. The parents kind of just drop them off and don't really return. So he, he's
So not only
70
fending for himself, he's fending
he's
for his
fending
family.
for 2 more, and so he definitely
Proud
will
as shit.
sacrifice his food for them. And so there's times where he's not even eating. So I make a point for them guys to like be on a regular that I'm checking, like, hey, because people are constantly donating different things, and
Do you need this?
yeah, and I'll go buy a gallon of milk and a loaf of bread from the store. Like, I don't mind. I spend my money too. Like, I do whatever I can, but I'm not a permanent solution though. So I am working.
It sounds like
becoming-
you've already like built up like a group of people that you've
Yeah, it's a great community,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of people that I can message, like, hey,
check up
I know
on.
you have some blankets, and I'm in looking for those.
Yeah.
Hey.
So-
So it's nice that you kind of have your people that can kind of help you.
Croswell's one of those towns. I was born and raised, and like I said, it's not like Lexington's kind of off the beaten path, but
Yeah, it's
they're,
not like-
they're different worlds.
2 different worlds, 100%.
It's like here you have a lot of rentals, and it's with Taryn's time, she's sitting there and she's doing all this stuff out of the goodness of her heart. And right now, she has no resources, so to speak, besides other people being generous.
Yeah, the community. That's
But-
what I'm resourcing on.
So, but if we're talking about support, I mean, where can we find you? Oh, Brendan's already got it pulled up. Way to go, fucking Mr. Wizard.
You can message me, yeah, Mama's
So,
Mission
can you
page.
help? So you're sitting here and like Brendan's like you're very, very specific. Small AC window unit, fan, toilet paper, laundry soap, women products, and food. I could probably do everything besides the women products. That was one of the ones that I would donate cash on.
Yeah, no problem. And that was just because Bonnie had an idea to put like women, like feminine product, care packages for the girls at school, like when that time of the month happens and it's unexpected type of situation.
Yeah.
So she made up like 50 bags and we had some people donate, but we're a little short, so I'm going to go buy some supplies afterwards. But sometimes people donate gift cards, and different things like that. So I am working on becoming a nonprofit though, so we can start getting some grants and different things because this thing is just.
So if you need
already
that, you're gonna
blowing
need
up.
some space. Like
I need a building for sure to store all this
And-
because my garage is
Staging
not
area,
it.
yeah.
And Brendan, we deal with the same thing here,
Yeah,
and we run out of space, and
spacing's such an issue.
it's a storage unit as well. Mostly my shit. I mean, I regret nothing though.
The first floor is like a multi-purpose room, so it's like, are we having
yeah,
a
we
show?
do.
Are we having band practice?
Are we
doing
playing
a recording
pinball?
session? Are we
Like,
playing
I don't know.
pinball?
Are we racing on it?
Are we?
Are we-
Am I putting a bunch of junk on the pinball machine?
The schwank is full of surprises.
Yeah, no, that's
So, but, I mean, we have a space. We have an essential unit that can make things happen, and it's awesome. Both of us. I'm in therapy, dude. Brendan's gone through some shit, and I'm his therapist, dude. But like,
you know what? Sometimes we need that.
I
That's
have
what talk
him.
to-
I have a partner. I have a heterosexual life mate that like I would literally trust. I mean, this boy would
Swirling.
take a bullet for me, dude. You know what I mean? Like, and
Swirling.
so, but we've helped each other out, but we had that is the benefit of that. But you get these guys that are out there, or they're literally their life is falling apart, and
And they need a little extra help sometimes.
that's
Just-
all it is. But they're afraid to ask.
Yeah, definitely.
So that goes with the whole saying, I'm not okay. Like it's
We're not sure who to ask.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I think it is too. I think a lot of people want to help, but they need someone to like lead it, right? Like, hey, like how I put my post out. Hey, I'm looking for an AC unit. I'm looking for a fan. Hey, you look and see it. Hey, oh, I have that. Hey, drop it off.
Yeah. So have you?
Everybody has extra stuff laying around. Let's face it, we're all pack rats.
Yeah.
Brendan's gonna show you how to build a website. Because you were talking about Google and how you needed to update some
Oh,
things.
that
and
was for
stuff.
Mama's Eatery.
But yeah, but you know what I'm saying. But it all. But I have a Brendan. I made the joke last week. Oh, we have an army. Well, I got the haul.
It's probably related to like the Google Maps profile or business.
But that's what I'm
profile.
saying. So let Brendan help you out if you know this stuff maybe
Yeah.
afterwards. So I mean, like, but this is all stuff that like, you're just finding out on the move.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is, but that's life. Pissing in the wind. But if I need help, like that's how me and Brendan started off. It was literally just, hey, I need someone to fix my computer. Next thing you know, I was up. Dude, you know how many computers he's fixed since?
There's a record locked on it.
I can't pay this dude. But
There's
so
a
you're not
genie in
getting
a bottle
paid.
that
You're
I
not
need to
doing
get
all
out.
this.
Yeah.
So Mama's Mission is the only place that we can find you at.
Find me at that.
And then, obviously, you have the other businesses. So if
Yeah, they can
Facebook
message me
page.
at-
look at
yeah,
look at this
Mama's
boy,
Eatery.
dude. He's so
Dun,
good.
dun, dun.
Can you block out our number, or
Oh, yeah,
else
that's
I mean,
my
it-
phone
dudes are
number,
gonna-
too.
Oh,
I mean,
sorry, that was on Facebook. You can delete
That's
that.
okay. I mean, if they need a
dudes
call,
are gonna
they
be
can.
blowing her up?
Haha.
I need a size 9,
I need a size 9 and size 10 men's shoes, so hit me up.
and I'm not trying to be a dick about it because, like, I mean, like with me, like going through stuff. I've been living with my dad.
Yeah.
They're just built different. They don't want to ask. So the biggest obstacle for him, is trying to learn how to balance. And it's not just it's not just the financial. It's not just the loneliness. It's not just the.
It's everything.
So like if you go out and like, I don't know, if you just think about him, that's all he wants. And some people don't have that. I mean, we'll get into that with the mental health and stuff like that, you know, on a different episode. But so you have this whole generation of people that are just cut different than us.
Yeah, they are.
You know, you got TikTok, you have all these other platforms that you can go out on. And, you know, the biggest thing that we learned, especially, is, you know, Facebook isn't always the most powerful tool. It's all word of mouth. And, but, you know, you're talking about it takes that person to lead. It's like
Yeah,
when I'm
you
walking
gotta
in the
lead.
store and someone looks at me and smiles, say, hey, how you doing? I don't know who the fuck you are, dude.
But I respond and say, hey, how are
What's
you?
up?
I always do that. You know the amount of people that, like, just look at you like you
It
got fucking
pisses
4
me off.
eyes? Like, why are you just why are people just assholes? You know what?
They look at me like I have a lazy eye, and it drives me nuts. They're like, you talking to me?
It's
If
like,
you can respond to
why
that,
are
on the
you such
sidewalk.
assholes?
Hey, how's it
Like,
going?
Why do you have, like, tell me how you have that much extra energy to, like, just be a dick all day long and, like, be rude and like, be little internet trolls. Like, you guys are assholes. Just fuck right off. Like, why do you do that to other people? Like, you know how many people, like, are struggling with mental health, and then you got an internet troll that's like, oh, you know, this and that, and it's like, hey, that really cuts you down, you know?
You're
You
on the
already feel like shit, and then you're just like,
you're on the edge looking down, and all of a sudden
And then
someone's sitting
somebody
there with their
just kicks
foot.
you.
And it's because they feel worse than you. But they,
Yeah.
they're
yeah,
just-
that's
'cause of
what
their
I say
insecurity
too.
on the
Like,
internet.
yeah, we don't put up with no bullshit.
So and
No
but that's the
negativity.
biggest thing is like, especially now, because it's kind of like I said, you know, with those older gentlemen, you know, that generation wasn't meant for. There was no PTSD. There was not, you know,
Yeah,
it's
and
a different mentality. It's a different time.
Yeah.
It's a different era, and now, you know, with the different, you know, free tools that you have, and you know, like I said, with Twitch and all this stuff, I didn't know it was free. I mean, I just assumed we just pay for shit that we don't need.
Yeah, well,
Or
at least
need
there
every
is some
now
free
and again.
resources.
Well,
There still is free resources.
So, and that's the thing, though, is like, so when we're sitting there, how can anyone else help? If you don't know how to help, and then all of a sudden we overload you with space, and you have no place to put it, like, you just said, you know, I mean, there was a shed built. Like, I mean, there's other things, like, there's life that you have to do. We realize that burning oursells out, helping people, not helping
I know,
people.
my dad totally just built me this big ass shed, and he already probably knows it's going to be filled with stuff.
That's why I built it. That-
staging area.
Yeah, I know. He's
That's
just
what-
like, yeah, you need this for your overflow of your garage, but no,
That's-
really,
that's what
probably
dads
run
do.
I'll probably run Mama's mission out of it because it's pretty big. But you know, I mean, I try to like really take in honestly right now what I need for people because it just starts getting really wild.
So, like, even like
And then
places.
I'm like full because everyone drops off their clothes. But then you get the people that act like I'm a garage sale, you know, so they just drop their shit like
Oh, yeah,
actual
yeah.
like
Yeah.
please stop giving me stuff if it's really dirty and like
Right.
it's sometimes the bags are full.
I'm so pissed.
Like you literally just took it out of the dryer and put it in the bag. Like some bags are like that and like
I should have called you.
I don't
when
really.
you
I
moved out
have
of
to
the
go
house.
through these bags, and it's like I don't really appreciate that. Like, if you wouldn't want to go through it, like I feel like you shouldn't give it to somebody else,
Exactly.
right? Like, if it
You're
actually
being
just,
more strategic, you know.
like if it really
these are the
is
things we
just
need for
garbage,
these,
then we have to throw it out. Like, I don't need your holy underwear. Like,
Right.
nobody else is wanting to wear your holy underwear.
Yeah.
You know. Like,
I mean, I probably
some things
would.
belong to the trash.
Exactly.
Well, maybe you need new underwear then.
I just actually bought
Oh,
something.
perfect.
I was pretty happy with myself. This midlife crisis. Is
I
going
feel
on.
like
Underwear
guys
must be
never buy
new.
underwear for themselves. I don't know why that is, but you guys
I,
should.
bu-
Nobody
I
wants
bought
holy
more shit for.
underwear.
I even bought this shirt,
Boxer
dude.
briefs.
Death Row
Mad Dog.
Records.
That's
Death
where
Row.
that is something I can get at TJ Maxx pretty.
Yeah,
pretty
hit up
easily.
TJ Maxx for your underwear needs.
Yep.
Dude, that's where we went.
Exactly, you can get cheap underwear there.
Oh yeah.
And socks.
Oh, that's where we went. But I have that luxury. It's weird. You're like, you know, and I'm sitting here like, and that's where I feel guilty because I grew up in Croswell. So.
I mean, I remember, you know, I went to school. I grew up in Avoca. I went to school at Yale schools, you know, and I remember they would have food drives and like, you know, for the hungry families and like you don't,
Yeah.
you're
you
like
can go to churches. You can go to all
like
that
who
stuff.
are
but-
the like,
Yeah, and
where are they? And you don't realize it
Exactly.
could be someone in your class. You know, you don't.
But
You don't
you're
know.
sitting there, and even as,
because you know we
Yeah.
grew up fairly well off.
so I mean, we're parents.
You know,
so at some point in time, you need diapers on that ass, and it's not gonna. You need the right size. You need the
Yeah, there's a ton of requests
you feel
coming
like a
for
jerk
diapers
asking
right
for
now,
it.
and like I can't turn away a mother for diapers, regardless if you're a good person or you're not. You know, like because we do get a lot of people that message that they don't actually need it. You know, like we are trying to like follow up on some of these people to make sure because there is a lot of people that
There's
just
like,
take
oh, free
advantage
stuff.
of you.
Yeah.
You know, and I already had that happen, so I'm not doing that again. And you know what?
fool me once.
Fool me once and not again. So, and I can run the mission however I please because it's mine, and like I'm not going to help you if you don't actually need it because there is somebody that really does need it, so don't try to play me because
You'll know.
it ain't going to win. You're not going to win.
So like so up in Croswell, I mean, it's no different than Detroit, Flint, Port Huron. You take the infrastructure away, you take some of the businesses away. So if you
I
had,
won't survive.
yeah, but well, I mean that's a different story because you got different ones that are feeding it and then keeping those taxes low,
Yeah.
stuff like that. But there's life. Maybe they don't have the right job. Maybe maybe they don't have a job. Maybe
Well, and a lot of it's housing issue though too. There's no housing up there. There's nowhere for rent, and then you get a place to rent, and then the landlord's like a scum, and they're not repairing the things that need to be repaired. But like you also aren't in a position to move because where are you gonna go? Now you have to have a bunch of money to move because you need a security deposit and all this. So and a lot of people are just barely getting by.
Oh,
Kinda
I know
stuck.
the
So
feeling.
you're stuck. A lot of these people are stuck. Like the old guy in Deckerville that we're helping, he's stuck. His rent is $500. There's covered in black mold in the house, right? And so
Yeah.
but where can he go for $500 a month? But he is living in shitty conditions and he's starving. Like that's not a way to live. Like
Yeah.
so I want to grow this mission where it's bigger, where I have a center, and eventually we do housing, because some of these people just need a start.
But again, like
You
you get
know?
places in so. Like I was talking about the Croswell Lexington thing, and like I'm really not shitting on Lexington. I'm not. But Croswell's a little bit more open-minded.
Yeah, 100% open-minded.
More
over there.
resource. I mean, like with my mom, like she was part of the Gleaners and stuff, and that's
Mm-hmm.
women was their go-to, and she was with Women's Life and all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm
so,
all about women and kids.
So if you had a center, not necessarily, you don't need a storefront.
No, I don't need a storefront. I just need it anywhere that I can. My ideal situation would be a building where it was big enough where I could run Mama's Mission on the side, in a corner or whatever. Like we have it sectioned off, and then I want a kitchen though because I love cooking. Like that's why I have so many food trucks. I got 4 food trucks that I run because I love cooking. So I want to do community meals where. Hey, Taryn's cooking, like,
But if
come
you're
on
down
down,
here, we
Mama's,
could-
Mama's cooking, and this is what we're having tonight, and come on by. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to do that kind of stuff because that excites me. Like, that's fun. Like, I like cooking, and I love feeding people. Like, that's my love language. All my friends will tell you that. Like, I love when people are like, damn, that was good. My son's always like, damn, Mom, that was good. And I'm like, thank you. Like... But that's what I like doing. I like helping people, and I like cooking. So those are 2 things that were intertwining. But I want a center. I want a center for kids, though. Especially by us, there's nothing for kids to really do. If we could have a rec center that kids can come play, and there's different things, right? And then, hey, the veterans can all get together. Like an old guys hangout, right? Like, because a lot of people up there just need a friend, right? These guys have nobody. So if you could come somewhere and hang out and, like, you can meet other friends, right?
The arcades are coming back.
Right.
There's
Let's bring the arcades back.
There's an arcade in Richmond. There's an arcade that opened up by Bad Axe, I think.
Yeah, bring that stuff back. There's one in the mall.
Dude, not
I
every
take my
home
kid
needs a
there.
fucking pinball machine.
Yeah. 3, right?
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to talk about it. Literally, me and Brendan, like, I think we're common law.
I've met all kinds of people through playing pinball and playing pinball tournaments. And
Yeah, look at that.
so you kind of run into the same people at the same place every once in a while, and you're like,
Yeah, there just needs to be, like, more kids stuff to do.
Yeah.
I've always focused
Well, and that's
on
the
kids.
thing.
That's why we just did our free community event.
Well, and that's what I was about to say. So, like, here, like, you could literally roll up. We could probably get a permit and have bands meet. I know, someone would bitch for sure. I mean, they would definitely bitch.
Yeah,
But
somebody's always
you could put your
bitching. I'm
food
always
trucks
in
all
trouble.
around this stuff, and it'd be sweet. Or, the booth, dude. It's
Rest in peace.
not-
I haven't heard you say that in a long time.
man. Normally I don't mention it. So it's about to be a soup kitchen. Like it's literally got a Campbell's soup.
Yeah.
thing
Yeah.
on it. So you have a storefront, you have stuff, you have, obviously there's things going into place. So, with Croswell, they're a little bit more open-minded. Stockyards, for sure, dude. And, so if you could find something, locally to where, someone said, hey, shit, I don't have any gas in my car. I need, this or that. So before we go, I'm going to ask one more question because this has been blowing my mind. And I wrote it down a minute ago. So when I donate, I don't know what to do. I mean, the other day, walking home from the Ice Spice concert, I knew, dude, hey, man, you got a cigarette, brother? I got you, dude.
Mm-hmm.
But, I knew what to do at that point in time. So I gave him some cash, and on the way
Yeah, I
back,
never
I
give
saw him with
money,
a 40.
though. That's one thing
So that's
I
what I'm
don't-
saying. So
Yeah, that's one thing that I don't do. I don't give money. I just will help you with mainly things that you need, furniture, clothing,
son of a bitch,
household
you just got me
items.
again.
All that kind of stuff. But I don't give money, because if you need something, I can make it happen. Hopefully, but food's my main
Your
thing.
page will crash.
I was going to say, so all right, so that was my
Yeah,
big.
I don't do any money, and I will try to if they need their electric bill paid or something, I will try to
Sort it out.
refer them to, hey, this is a resource that may be able to help,
Yes.
but I'm not sure. But contact
Awesome.
these people. I have a resource list, and see if they're able to help. But I don't do money. I don't do anything like that.
All right, so we'll do that after the break. I'm going to talk about resources here. I'm sorry. I need a cigarette because this is getting me fucking pumped.
Pumped up. And then we gotta talk about the free community event that we just did, so we could do that.
Oh, shit.
After the break.
Good call. I told you it was just it's just friends talking
Yeah, no.
shit. It's awesome.
We are. I'm
But-
loving it. It's fun.
Well, I mean, it's weird. It's awkward. It's
Why
me.
is it awkward? I'm not weird or awkward at all. So
But-
nothing can make me awkward.
dude,
so
it's
I'm just
dude,
fine.
it's me and Brennan. I'm sorry. So what?
Maybe it's you because he's totally chilling and we're chilling. So we got this.
You're not wrong.
We're just chilling.
It's a comfy couch. I'm glad I bought it.
I'm glad you
Oh,
bought it
this
too.
is
You know how many
yours
times?
nice, too. It's
The
got me a
only new
little
piece of
rock.
furniture I ever bought.
I don't like the aerodynamic. I like the one that Richie gave us, dude. Richie's always broken,
It's got a little
but that's
ring to it.
resources. So what are the best foods to donate? Because I'm sitting there and I'm looking at stuff and I'm going through the pasta aisle. I'm like, shit, mac and cheese. You can do
Yeah,
the
I
ready
know.
cups,
Yeah,
but
you
that's
could
got
totally-
processed.
Yeah, I know. It's really tough.
And then you get in with the
can-
FDA and stuff.
I know. Well, so I do a lot of work with so really we need to go back to how the mission started, how when I found all those people that were like, hey, in the pages, right? They're
Yeah.
like, hey, I need help, I need this. So I worked at Cheese Wagon and I'm like, how can I help, right? What could I do? So I just put a video out because that's just what that's what I do, right? Especially on my Mama's Eatery page, I'm always doing videos like, hey, this is what we got going on, showing my face.
No,
I like doing that. So I'm like, I put a video out like, hey, how can we help these people? Like, what can we do? So I actually started taking food donations, right? That's how it started. And then I found out Lexington had a food pantry, which I had no idea about. Born and raised there, right?
But if I
And
don't have
never
milk,
knew.
well, you don't know until
So,
you
but
look.
the food pantry, so I started taking donations. I started giving them to the food pantry. You could go to the food pantry in Lexington, still currently,
And the
Trinity
churches and all
Episcopal
that.
Church,
Yeah.
Tuesdays and Thursdays, 10 a.m. to 2, and they will give you, you just tell them how many's in their family, but they will only help you, X amount of times within the year. So I was giving food to them because there was such a high
Yeah.
demand, especially over the winter. The demand was huge. So people would drop stuff off at Mama's Eatery, and I would drop it to the pantry, and they will help people with if you need your electric bill paid or different water and stuff, but they'll only help you once with that type of thing.
But that's
but you gotta
gold.
have a limit, because
Yeah.
There's only so much they can do.
There's
They
only
have
so much they can
resources.
do,
They
and,
want
you
to.
know,
They want to help.
it's more of
hurdle
like
people.
I'm trying to help you, and you gotta help me help you though, right?
Yeah.
And so started taking food, was getting them food, and then people started saying, well, hey, what about clothes? And I'm just the type of person that's just
Yeah.
like, all right. Well, next thing you know, Mama's Eatery is freaking just, full of bags of clothes, anything you could think of, right? And so I'm like, what did we just do? Like, holy shit, what am I gonna do? Like, my mother's gonna kill me when she sees this place, literally.
I mean, yeah.
And so I'm like, we got to do some free community events. So I did one free community event. I ended up doing 5 total since November.
And then you had the market and stuff.
I ran, the community events for clothing, and so people were getting clothes and shoes and all kinds of things. And then people started, when they were showing up, I'm like, is there something that you're looking for, And so I started taking requests, and then just kind of blew up from there. And then I got a Facebook page, and it just
As a DJ,
really just like blew up, right? I just had no idea how, like, it was one idea, right, of like, how can I help? And it
0 to
just
60.
grew.
I'm overwhelmed now.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
shit, okay, well, but like so many people have the items to donate, and the community like is so amazing. They want to help. They just need a leader, and I'm totally happy with leading it because I'm kind of got a loud mouth. So
all right, so I'm
Kind of reminds me a little. In town here, a clown appeared.
Oh,
started
dude.
to pick up
Trash
trash.
the clown, yeah,
Man,
amazing.
I told you I fucking hate clowns. I'll be back.
Are we paused or no?
No.
Oh, you're just
I'm
leaving.
Just joking. No, they
Are we taking a break?
they do great things. No, they do. So, so what?
Shout out to Trash the Clown. Randy
I'm
thinks you're
sorry.
cool. He's just
It's
still afraid.
clowns, needles, and spiders. It blows my mind, dude.
It'll happen.
I hate clowns. Like my sister, and then when it turns into a spider,
Yeah, it's over.
it was
with.
over, dude.
Done.
So, but like I'm sitting there and I'm donating, and I'm looking at mac and cheese and stuff. So, what are the best foods to donate?
I would say canned chicken for sure. That always kind of, because you can
Yeah.
do, it's in a can, right?
It's
But
got
you
a
can
date, it's got a
also-
label, yeah.
Right, and there's like all white meat and stuff like that too. And like you can make multiple things with chicken. Mac and cheese is
Taco
a tough
night.
one, I think, because you gotta have milk. I mean, you could totally
Butter.
skimp on the butter. You could totally bypass the butter. I've done that.
Or
But you
margarine, which
definitely-
is like one molecule away from being plastic.
Well, right. It's just all bullshit
But it's cheap.
anyways.
Yeah.
But it's cheap, right?
They'll sell it to you in
like
America,
those pasta
though.
sides are good. I think all that. Spaghetti sauce. I try to do like spaghetti sauce and noodles because that's a meal, and those kind of stretch.
Yeah. And like you said,
Um,
diapers, wipes.
Definitely diapers and wipes. Holy crap.
So
Going
even-
through tons of that. Even like sloppy joes, you know what I'm saying? Like that kind of stuff. Some of that canned stuff like that. Vegetables, corn,
So if they can grab the meats,
peaches. You know what I'm
here's
saying?
the-
Like the food pantry
tied
definitely likes hamburger helper and stuff. But you gotta have hamburger, right? So
Nuts, dried fruit.
But that's
Yeah, all of that.
So that's what I was asking. So like I'm sitting there and, especially up in Crossville, that's I've got all this venison that's about to go bad.
Oh, I could totally take and give it to people. So,
So
I
that's-
have a lady. So if you just so if people actually wanted to donate produce and meat and stuff, just totally message me and I'll meet you
You
at
can
Mama's
make it
Eatery,
happen, yeah.
and I'll get it because I do have several people that I know personally that's like, hey Taryn, I got produce, like I'll just drop it off. So, and I had a lady stop and brought potatoes and so much produce and chicken and beef, and all that, and so I was able to deliver it that day to the guys, and they were so happy. They were over
That's all
the
they
moon.
wanted. It's a hot
They
meal.
were literally so excited.
They
Hey,
wanted
this just
someone
came
to
in for you.
And I like cooking meals too. And one of my friend's mom's been helping me. She made some sloppy joes, and I got them buns, so they have a home cooked meal. So some of my friends will pick up the slack, and they'll make meals. And I know other people want to make meals and stuff.
So yeah, so you
yeah,
can do.
sorry, it's
You
just
can,
kind of growing. I
you didn't
mean,
need to kick me.
I know, just be good intense. No.
So I'm sitting there and I'm feeling saucy and I'm walking through the grocery store and I'm just like, you know what, dude, I'm gonna swing by on the way home and drop this off to a pantry or anything like that. Like you're talking about an overabundance of like clothes, dude. Clothes take up a lot of space. A lot of things take up a lot of space, and then you got to worry about all these other things, a kitchen big enough to accommodate, taking care of a meal train or anything like that, a team to assemble,
Yeah, that would be a great idea for the future for sure. That's why we need a center so we can, the goal is definitely bigger. We just need to like keep building on it. And,
Exactly.
I mean, at this point, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. And I mean, God has a plan. So something's going to happen,
I mean, you're talking to two people that literally got a big fight with the man upstairs. I mean, I've come to peace with it, but I mean, I'm not a religious person. I mean, like I literally rely on you know, like I said, I'm one of those people that are human. Everybody's human, but
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm one of those people that where I'm like, you know, like I said, if I'm walking through a grocery store and I can grab something that can make a meal, so if I grab, you know, noodles,
Yeah.
there's still a spaghetti sauce. And like you can go to like places where you can get like 4 for $5, stuff like that. Like it doesn't.
I go to Aldi a lot. If I'm
Ramen
trying-
noodles. I would hate to say, hey, you know, if you're struggling right now, you know,
Yeah, I know. I try not to do
here's-
ramen noodles. I feel like they're just so terrible. I mean, it's just like in a pinch.
You gotta have good
you
ramen, but
you gotta
I
have
had
the
Johnny
good
Noodle
ramen.
King
I
of-
mean, I'm not dogging on ramen. I totally had those last week. Like sometimes late when I get home, I'm like,
I just want something nice.
like, I just want some
sometimes
like
get,
bullshit ramen noodles.
Yeah.
Phonomenal or ponominal, where it's like it's.
I mean, you're talking to a dude
the
that literally
fa.
just went to Buscemi's, dude, and got an Italian sub. I got a hot pocket and some Funyuns. I'm good for the rest of the
I
night.
mean, it's really all about balance. So you're killing it. You're good.
Yeah, I'm killing something. So, but like, I mean, I can't sit there and be like, unless there's someone out there, you know, like my dude at the end of the expressway. I always give high fives. I don't give him money, but I'm like, dude, what do you need?
No, they just want money though sometimes. So
So that's where I get.
like, I-
That's why I'm weird with money and the donations.
yeah, I don't really do that because I had an incident at Sam's Club and there was a person out there and I seen them multiple times, like every time I was going, and so I stopped, right? Because I'm like, all right, and normally I'm in a hurry, but I'm like, I'm gonna stop and ask, like, can I get you some food when I go in there? Like, I will happily buy some groceries, like a hot meal out of the, you know, they got pizza and all that stuff, right? And she didn't want any of that. And so I was just like, all right, well, I'm not giving money. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, to be honest, I was pissed after. Because I was like, you're out here begging for money. For what? Because you don't even want food. So what is it? And she was just like, no, I'm good. And I'm like, I literally offered to buy groceries or whatever she needed, you know? And that's not what she wanted. So it's like, okay, what do you want then? Like, what do you want the money for then, right?
What? What is the sign? All right, cool. So you want to take a quick musical break, and then I gotta get up. I gotta tinkle, and then
Come back.
Yeah, we'll come back, and then yeah, we can. I mean, time is a. You're talking to two dudes that you know, like we're threading a needle. Time is a thing. So I mean, we can talk as long as you want. I'm
Yeah.
cool with it, and you know, and
Yeah, we'll come back. We take a little break and we'll highlight what we haven't highlighted yet.
score, dude.
Da-da-da-da. We're back.
Hi. Shimona. Hee hee. All right. So we just took a minute, and I really had to tinkle. It was rough. So how can we help? How can we do this?
How can you help is by donating food to our food pantry located by Mama's Eatery in Lexington. That's where I'm taking food donations,
So, like,
canned or
goods.
box stuff.
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
if you wanted to donate produce, like we said, or milk, definitely send me a message. I mean, but my shop is open Wednesday through Sunday from 11 to 9 at night, and I'm always there, so you catch me in the morning. So totally could coordinate that. But if somebody wanted to start this in their own community, I would say definitely start a Facebook page. Just say, hey, what are people looking for, you know? And then that's what I did. I just literally started a Facebook page. People will message me their needs, and then I say, hey, I'm
But
looking for...
You're talking to two dudes that got in trouble for that. Literally. Like, so you got to cover your
Well-
bases. You got to make sure everything's good. So, like, pretty much the main goal of all this is to have an epicenter, maybe a kitchen.
Yeah.
Like, the one that always pops into my mind, especially when I drive past it, and, like, I had my high school graduation, the Croswell Community Center.
Yeah, for
Dude,
sure.
the guy from Anathallo played there, or I saw Anathallo play there, which turned into fun.
Yeah, they would totally.
Toby
We
and
should totally
Anasi.
talk to them together because I know you got connections there, so we can make that
I'm
on
a
our
resident
next-
at the moment.
Okay, perfect. Well, we can make that on
I'm
our
running for
agenda
mayor.
to.
It's going to be awesome.
Perfect. Then let's do some stuff. Because I really want to talk to Croswell about getting a food pantry there and a fridge. So, like, down in Rochester,
Yeah.
they have, like, a community fridge and a pantry. And, like, people are able to donate, you know,
Perishables.
produce, the milk, eggs. I mean, obviously, it can't be open stuff, you know.
Yeah.
But then, you know, people
Yogurt.
that want to donate
protein.
more healthier stuff than
Yeah.
just can and box. Because, you know, it's not always the healthiest. But... it is food at the end of the day, right? But I want to grow it where Croswell we could have a food pantry, and I got a guy that built it. He built the one at Mama's Eatery, and the thing's gorgeous. It's beautiful.
So, I mean, with my...
What he built?
He built a food pantry. I found a
Oh,
guy
okay.
online,
Nice.
like an hour away, and he built this pantry. It's a roadside stand, like people would put,
Yeah.
you
It's
know.
like Letterkenny.
But I'm like, well, that'd be perfect for a food pantry. I did have people messaging me like, hey, is it getting too hot in there? It's not getting too hot. There's a roof over, and I have it under an awning, and that thing, even on the hottest freaking days, was super cool in there. And honestly, like,
Yeah.
nothing's staying in there that long anyways,
Right.
because we're moving the food to the
They're
people that need
perishables
it.
for a reason,
You know what I'm
and
saying?
you
But
have
there,
to have-
but it
yeah.
is cool in there, and I'm literally live at Mama's, basically. I'm there 18 hours a day normally, so I am checking it regularly.
Oh, 6 asleep.
You know, but yeah, I would say if you want to do this in your community, then hey, like, make a Facebook page, and I would put, hey, what are people looking for?
Or
And
like
then-
you said, you were like looking at other like pages and then just was seeing those requests within just like the general
Yeah, the general
community
area.
pages,
Every
yeah.
town has a page
Yeah.
that they're
And
people,
people
are,
are terrible on
and
it.
people are terrible. So like, I
Well,
think
you're
it's
taking
better.
something that is potentially
Social
toxic
media
and
is
you're
dangerous.
finding, you know,
Yeah.
Yeah, you
finding
kind of have to
something
weed
good,
through it, and you
yeah.
need to like be a tough cookie, and don't let them try to scam you, because there is some people that
Oh, yeah.
scam you. And
No.
I learned that the hard way in the
That's-
beginning. Like I was
That's unfortunately like half the internet nowadays.
literally, I was like doing deliveries and drop-offs, and I'm like, I cannot be running all over house after
Rolling up
this.
to a $400,000 house.
Literally, and or you know
Billy
they.
Courtney, dude.
I mean, also safety too is a concern.
Well, yeah, it was getting a little rough. So I'm like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm like, I will find the item if I can, and I will pick that item up sometimes within the realm of my area, and I will do that.
So we
But
do
as
all this
far
by
as-
creating community events. So
Yeah, I
kids
just-
games, kids painting, pony rides,
Yeah, I had a
live
horse.
music, and a young like this sounds like all shit I can learn from.
Yeah, it was great. This
Especially the
happened
pony
yesterday.
rides.
Yeah, it was really great. The kids love that. I had a young entrepreneur market. I've done it 4 times over the summer so far.
Do you need a guest speaker?
Huh?
Do you need a guest speaker?
Yeah, you can come to the next one. I think we have one more, but we had 5 or 6 young entrepreneurs
I don't think
yesterday.
I'm anyone to take advice from. though.
Randy is the model gig economy guy.
That could be our next series on the podcast.
Oh god, it's
Yeah,
getting
get it.
horrible. So bring a food or pantry item or box item or a school supply item. So
Yeah.
we're not even just talking about food.
Yeah, I've been
Can.
collecting school supplies.
But we're
right now,
talking like,
too.
but
Yeah, back
so
to school.
Yeah, I've been
it-
collecting lots of back to school
it's not the
supplies.
bougie mindset, but like you're like, hey, I need a size 9 shoe, and I'm like, well, funny story, I know the dude in a size 9.
Yeah, and perfect.
You know
That's
what I'm
we
saying?
need.
Like, but this is all stuff. So those are things that you can help out with. And so you get these events, you throw them up. Was
And
the
you know what?
reception
This
good?
community event was so great. It was all free. So you bring a school supply item or a food pantry item, you get a free ice cream cone, right? So you had an incentive, and I had a horse there, and I had live music, and we had the kids market. You know, there was 5-6 vendors selling
Yeah.
different things. These all ages of kids, 18 and under. You know, I think we were like 12 was the youngest. But I had a bunch of free crafts and painting and stuff, and they love that. You know, I just go to the dollar store and get a bunch of, you know, unicorns and different things and
Well, there
animals
you
that
go,
they can
yeah.
paint. It's all washable, right?
there you
And yeah, I did that. And I do stuffed animal adoption. So a lot of my friends donate stuffed animals all clean, you know, tumble them real quick in the dryer. But you do stuffed animal adoption. So it's like pick a new stuffed animal and then you can name it. I have little collars.
What time you got to bounce?
I don't know. I have a minute. Why?
All right, cool. So roll
in the
down.
next like maybe 5 minutes.
So I have a minute. You're not even talking. Go
Yeah, like 5
go
minutes.
back to Mama's.
Yeah,
Eatery.
that's the food pantry.
So you throw these events.
Oh, that
That's
right
the
there.
pantry, yeah.
That's great.
No, dude, that thing is solid.
Yeah, that thing is beautiful. That's
It's
our
built,
food pantry.
It's literally built like an Amish shit house. I
Yeah,
mean,
what-
I would throw
what am I
one up
doing
here,
right
dude, but this house has been hit 3 times and
What
shit.
am I doing?
Go to Mama's Eatery and go to
Yeah.
maybe the post about the event. Showcase the event.
Well, I was at the event itself.
Oh, yeah,
this,
the
this is
pothole.
gonna make this fat kid, dude, just start. Just,
Yeah, look at that thing. It's so good.
Brendan's like, I want to go up to Mama's.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
back
this
to-
is a school supplies.
So back to school supplies. Are
That's what I
huge.
was. I'm collecting for this event right here. Back to school, the swinging bridge right in Croswell. The Croswell Wesleyan Church picks does it.
World famous.
And-
Be kind to your mother-in-law.
Yes.
You should have
and
met the wedding I did last night.
Was it
Holy
intense?
shit! It was.
How was the
bad.
mother-in-law?
Horrible.
Oh, were you
She was-
like, you're on your own here?
We were gonna fight.
Oh.
I think so. I'm pretty. It's probably the closest I've came to coming blows with a client. Not gonna. Nah.
You've said that many a times.
Yeah, all right.
Top 5.
But I'm not the one to ask. But you know, so I got some highlighters, I got some markers, I got some post-its, I got some composition books, which I have, and
Yes.
crayons, and like so. This is all ages. Like if it's
all ages they're collecting.
because
and
not all
so-
these kids are on a tablet now.
No, I know. Like my son needs all kinds of stuff, and I had a mom message like, "Hey, did you have any back to school supplies left?" And I'm like, well, "Actually, I just gave them all to the church, but I'm like, if I collect more, I can save some out for you because she's not able to make this event."
What about these teachers? Like I mean, so like you say you sit there here and so I got an extra $36 in my pocket,
Yeah.
and I'm at Sam's Club. I'm just literally just picking up shit for me, my family, whatever. I mean, I don't have a Sam's Club member. This is hypothetical. So I see not a pallet. What do they call those things? Like a big box of tissues. Yeah, you know, I know a teacher.
Yeah, definitely.
A box with many boxes?
Yeah, Clorox wipes and tissues. I feel like those probably some hand sanitizer too. You know,
I mean,
These little
thank
snot-nosed
thank
kids,
goodness
right?
this isn't 4 years ago and they need a hazmat suit to go to school.
True that. So luckily we've overcome that obstacle.
And that's why I was asking about the other things, and I'm glad. I'm glad that we had this conversation. I'm glad that we were able to do this. So attend the Back to School Expo. There's
The
Yeah,
a,
back to
17th
school.
is what day is that? The 17th is
But I'm still
Saturday.
Saturday,
collecting
this Saturday.
back to school supplies. So if you want to donate them, hit me up.
and
And
that's
I'll
all.
get them to the church. They're desperate need of backpacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna go hit some backpacks
And, like,
off when I
and-
get out of here because the Dollar Tree has $5 backpacks, so I could get a.
I mean,
crap
dude,
ton.
I
and
would-
they were nice because I already got some. Like, they were,
I
like,
went to school with
shitty,
a whole
you know?
bunch of
Yeah.
kids from Lexington, dude, and they used to laugh at me, dude, if I didn't go to Somerset Mall. But I mean, like,
Yeah, I don't care about that kind of material.
that's what I'm talking about.
Like,
So I mean, like, this is really, I mean, like, so if I'm sitting there and I'm like, all right, you're talking about my broke ass best friends again. I was at Famous Footwear the other day, where it's like buy one pair of shoes, get the other one for 50% off, because it's back to school stuff. But that could help out a 70-year-old dude that wears the same size that I do.
yeah,
So
exactly.
just, all you got to do is
Yeah,
just hit
these
2
guys
on your
have
order.
holes in their shoes, and the one guy, we're trying to see what his size is to get him some clothes, because every time she sees him, he's got all
Hopefully
these
he's
holes.
like Brennan and's got awkward legs.
Yeah.
He's got legs up to his flipping neck. And then-
32.
That's what he
Holy, that is a
does.
weird
32,
dynamic.
32.
Or 30, 31. Something like that.
Yeah, that boy.
Depends on the brand.
So all right, so check out Mama's Mission. Check out this Swinging Bridge Park,
The Saturday.
world's famous. Yeah, trust
to
me, you'll
school.
see signs, and now they're Pokestops. I love living.
Give
in
the kids some
Croswell
Trapper
now,
Oh
dude.
my god,
Keepers.
my kid loves Pokemon. We gotta start.
Do they
picking
still
up.
make Trapper Keepers?
I don't know. I don't know.
I bet you could talk Brendan and going into Walgreens right now and grabbing a whole bunch of Trapper Keepers.
I'll keep an eye out. I haven't seen them.
Do they use calculators anymore? They just let them use their phones.
I don't know
We
what they
cut a-
do. They
we-
got iPads now.
We cut a lot of people out like throughout the years. Like, I'm old, and that's why I hate social media. Because I could be that guy one day, just being like, "You're an asshole." Man, I'm. jigging
And on
up.
that note,
No, I mean,
no,
like,
no.
so you have all these opportunities that you are creating. You're
Yeah.
doing this yourself, and that's awesome. We appreciate what you're doing.
Women power because women are badass and you can do anything.
You're talking to a guy right now with a lot of trauma, but I see.
Well, look what I do. I know.
I know. Oh shit! I see
You know,
I see Jolene tomorrow. That poor girl. I love my therapist. She cracks me up. I mean, I crack her up too. We got a
I'm
lot.
begging of you, please help this man.
Yeah, good luck with that. So,
Well, thanks so much for stopping by.
Yeah, it was so much fun. We'll have to do it again. We'll have to talk about some other topics.
but that's what. So I mean, there's so much you can jam in. But like, I mean, we're
So
sitting here
much.
at how long we got, bud? An hour and 10 minutes. I mean, I think it was productive, and it's all it is getting the word out, and then having the support and having the community. Because
Yeah,
without that,
community's
like, we
huge.
wouldn't
You have
exist.
nothing. Yeah, the community's a big part in it. Like, I can't move this stuff without their help. And I've
Many
already moved everything out of my house. I've already
many hands make light work.
Yeah, literally, and it takes a village to literally do anything. I feel like, so I'm really happy for my village. that
Well, it's
helps
just been me and B, and then we had Richie for a minute, and then we almost lost our shit multiple times.
We had lots of help with this room. We had quite a few people come.
But
through
you know
and
what I'm
help
saying, dude?
Sand everything, sand the paint off, and restain it, rip up the
It's getting
carpet.
ready for
This is like a
interviews.
boat just bust out another 1,000.
Isn't that just like life right now? Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything's like 1,000.
We just
got
the
back
new
from vacation,
hundreds,
yeah.
1,000.
I need to
And it was it was like hiking vacation.
I need a sugar daddy or a mama real quick. I don't
Same.
even give a shit.
Damn.
Yeah.
We gotta marry for money now.
Where are you going right now to get supplies, dude? If you
Oh
pull-
yeah, I'm literally meeting a lady that's got a storage unit full of household items and tons of stuff I need. So
Well,
I'm leaving.
if I can
to
round
go
if I
pick
can
up.
round up some oil, dude, I'll trip at the storage unit. I'm joking, dude. So that's how you can help. If you have anything that you can help out at all.
Yeah, food or clothes. Follow my
But
page.
this is a slippery slope because, like I said, like we get bands from all over the world, and then some of them are like, yeah, I know it's the schwank, and then other bands are like, I need $2,000, I need this, I need that.
Well, they don't
Yeah.
know. They don't know that we're just a house.
Yeah, it gets awkward. So when you tell people to reach out, like that's. I've been catfished a lot since my midlife crisis, so I mean, I think I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But like I said, I have a complex right now. But appreciate you tuning in. We'll talk about that with mental health next week.
That'll be next.
All right, miss you already. Say bye, Taryn.
Bye.
Say bye, Brendan.
Sayonara.
Sayonara.
Konnichiwa, bitch.
We're out of here.
Yes.